Hello, everybody, and today we're going to be doing episode 10 of the ongoing Reddit replay Cast It series. This one I just picked up. Looks like a reasonably good game by the looks of things. The description looked appealing, if nothing else. My name is Zizan. You feel free to watch any of my other videos, see if you enjoy them as well, and subscribe if you do so. Okay, it's an all-pick game. We got Teledor, Red Robot Pickle, Luma Lover, that's the one that sent in the replay, Moxie, Goku-san, I, Shitting Dick Nipples, I think it was Shit Dick, Dead, Dauntless, and Minor Case of Major Autism. There. Okay, we'll speed this up a little bit just now, just to get through the draft a little bit quicker. Allow some hero picks. Okay, right, that should be enough. There we go. Back down to one. Okay, picks so far, we've got good old Putka on the dire side here. We'll stick this on to free camera as well. Okay. Right, we've got Putka. Right, we have Talador on the Putka. We've got a Sand King, that's going to be Red Robot Pickle. We've got Mad Moxie here on the Lion. We've got Lumpy Lover, sorry, on the Dazzle. And we've got a Captain Bamboo here on the courier job. We've got Shit Dick on the Shadow Shaman. Looks like a Shadow Shaman mid. I don't really agree with this, especially when you're going for a puck on the top lane in the safe lane. We've got Dauntless on the Clinks. We have I on the Morana. Going to be going up top lane. Looks like, is this tri lane? No, it's not. She's deciding to go in bot lane. Wise choice, of course, putting your hardest carry in the off lane with the off lane hero. It'd be much better if they went for either like the Earth Spirit on the bottom lane with the Shadow Shaman supporting or something like that. Got Lion up here going off lane. We've got Putka on the mid at the moment. We've got Sand King on the bottom with the Dazzle, probably looking to pick up a hard carry, but it's going to be a Lina actually. Lina can carry if need be. Not a great late game carry. She's picking up 3 circlets actually. It's a very strange build, I would have to say. Carry Lina apparently. So yeah, I'll let them know that the carry Lina is coming out. The bottom lane it should be okay, I guess. I mean, they've got the Sand King for the initiation. Sand King is better in his tri lane, and Lion is pretty good as well. I mean, you've got quite a lot of stuns coming out from the Radiant side. You've got the Leon stun, you've got Lion, you've got Sand King stun, you've got the Dismember as well. So it should be fairly straightforward for Luna to hit the Light Striker raise. I'm not really sure what the circlets are all for. It's much cheaper to get Ironwood branches and also get some regen as well. The Earth Spirit throwing up a quick remnant here to maybe try and make him a little bit scared of the Geomagnetic Grip or something like that. Down on the bottom lane, hold on, I'm just going to turn up my audio a little bit. Little bitty. There we go, sorry about that. Right, okay, the little bit of initiation here on the Clinks, going in for a Burrow Strike, but coming off a little bit worse for wear there than the Clinks. Clinks is fairly squishy, you really need to harass him out, but that should be the Dazzle's job, really, with the range. The Clinks, he's only got 492, and he's got a reasonable armor. He's picked up his Ring of Basilius already, so it's not too bad. He's sitting on 5 last hits and 0 denies. Pudge sitting on 3-2 at the moment as well. The top lane here is the Lion and the Lina combo should work quite well, actually. If they want to kill someone once the hit sticks, that should be no problem at all there between the Laguda Blade and the Finger of Death. Might be able to get 2 kills out of that if they get them significantly low enough. The Impale and the Dragon Slave do a reasonable amount of damage as well, so it should be fairly easy for them, I would say. As you've seen there, the puck taking quite a lot of damage there. He looks like to be going an early Null Talisman on the puck, so that should give him a little bit of stats to start off with. Shadow Shaman mid, not very strong in my opinion. I've started seeing it a little bit more recently, but I don't like it very much. Yeah, he's got his bottle out now, so he should be able to harass Pudge a little bit more. I actually played a game today where it was exactly this setup. It was the Pudge versus the Shadow Shaman, and the Shadow Shaman didn't go well. He's fairly... Oh, sorry, and I've missed First Blood, and they do manage to pick off the Earth Spirit there. Not managing Rolling Boulder out in time by the looks of things. He did actually use it by the looks of things. Oh no, it was Geomagnetic Grip he used. Not using the Rolling Boulder. He TP's back into lane, but he's still, that is First Blood given to the Lion. Lion, that should be quite nice for him to get him early gold, get his boots, because he is quite a slow hero. Lina has less of an issue, of course, with the Fiery Soul. So that gives her movement speed as well. I did do a replay of the Lina a little while ago, but it didn't turn out too well, so I decided not to upload it. But this will do. Looks like it's going to be a similar build to what I used, apart from, of course, the circle at start. I don't like the circle at start at all. Better getting branches, and then at least you can go into a magic wand. Magic wand with Lina is pretty good because, of course, you can quite often find yourself with just short mana to fire Laguna Blade and missing out on kills. Back mid, Pudge is getting harassed pretty badly. I mean, he's throwing a hook there, but it's not going to hit there. Better going for the sneaky hits. Dropping the Ironwood branch there to give him enough space for his gauntlets and his bottle as well. On the bottom lane here, the Sand King sitting a little bit further back. No pulls coming out here. They probably should be doing that with the Dazzle, or actually probably the Sand King. Dazzle's much better at harassing and probably sustain. Oh, here we go. A little bit of engaging here on the Morana. Morana leaping the wrong way, unfortunately, and that is going to be a death, unfortunately. Managing to throw off the, what's that called again? It's the Star Storm, but not going to be enough. So that puts them at a 2-kill advantage here, and taking out their hard carry as well. Klink's still alive. Klink's is a bit of a problem late game as well. That was unfortunate for the Morana, not changing direction for her leap. Maybe a little bit of panic going on there. Line going a fairly straightforward build with Earth Spike, the 1 mana drain, and the Hex. It is always worth getting Hex. Better not skipping that in favour of the mana drain, really. You pick one or the other to max out, but get 1 point in each because the duration on the Hex is much better. It's 2.5 compared to 1.52 at level 2 and 1 second at level 1. Obviously, you've got the damage on that one as well, so that might be worth leveling. And it looks like Shadow Shaman is going to pick up the Pudge here. Will he pick up the Pudge? Pick up the Pudge? No, he does not. The Pudge manages to escape. Shadow Shaman not got quite enough mana to cast anything here. He did have a regen. He probably should have popped that, to be honest. If he had popped that, he may have got the kill with the Ether Shock, or even just slowing him down or stunning him. Lina coming in here on the back to maybe try and loop around and pick off probably the Puck, I would guess. Lina is sitting on level 4 as well now. The Shadow Shaman is doing better in last hits here, but I don't know.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
He's quite a good pusher, and if you can get the levels quickly, then you can get towers down a lot quicker. And that's a Hex on the Earth Spirits, but they managed to come in with the Puck Silence, and the Silence will make them a little bit more wary. They can't fire off Light Strike Array or any Dragon Slaves or any stuns whatsoever. One thing it might be worth doing is using that mana drain on the Puck. I would say Puck got slightly higher mana and maybe a little bit more dangerous because of the silence. And Pudka comes in here, a nice hook there from the side. They did see that coming, actually. Should have been more on his ball with Jukin. Not able to Rolling Boulder away in time there. A little bit slow in the reactions. And it looks like Shadow Shaman is going for a very early Roshan here, using his Serpent Wards to throw in that damage. Still pretty squishy. There is no rune there for him at the moment. There should be a rune popping up in just a couple of seconds. You'll be hoping for the bottom rune here. Pudge should be able to just... oh, sorry. Speaking of Pudge, he just managed to get another kill on Puck there as well. Throwing another hook, but it's not going to be quite enough. He's still got enough mana. He will, after this bottle, to throw a... Ooh, not quite enough for the hook there. He's got enough for a hook now, but he's not got enough for a hook dismember combo. So it's 4-0 in favour of the Radiant here. Lina has picked up a point booster. That's probably going to be going into an early Bloodstone. That's normally what I would build on a Lina. It does obviously give her the option of going Aghanims, and it's a nice, just wearing it naked as well. Some quite nice stats. Gives you a little bit of an advantage. A little bit of an engagement there from the Sand King using his Burrow Strike, and there goes the Shadow Poison on the Clinks. Shadow Poison? Poison Touch, sorry. Yes, close enough. Not got quite enough mana here for the Burrow Strike. He does have 2 points in the wand, so he should be able to use it if need be. Obviously not wanting to at that moment in time. Clue's got himself a Ring of Aquila, so that should give him a little bit more base damage and regen. Should have a little bit more sustain, but as I said, the Clinks is pretty squishy. The best way to deal with him is just get a nuker and just harass the crap out of him. Lion would actually be pretty good for that one. Or Lina, of course. Lina versus Clinks usually works out pretty well. Shadow Shaman managing to pick up the Pudge here as well. I think I've missed almost every kill this match, so that's quite impressive. Looks like a ward trap there as well, in conjunction with the creeps. He's got 3 range creeps plus the siege creep. The Serpent Ward's just out of range here to take down that tower, which could be unfortunate for them. but he should have no problem getting at least a lot of damage on it. The Lion is coming down here to try and contest the Shadow Shaman. By the looks of things, he does not manage to pick up a rune by the looks of things either. No runes on the map at the moment. Radiant are the only ones with any sentry wards at the moment. Lion coming in with that there, but he's going to take quite a lot of damage from these Serpent wards. If he's not careful, he may actually go down here, but he managed to get just out of range for that. So that was not too bad. The Lion managed to push him out quite significantly there. No rune on the top there. It's going to be a regen down the bottom, and it looks like Shadow Shaman, because of that... oh no, he doesn't have a ward. He just checked it manually. He's going to go down and pick up that regen rune, and then he maybe could go down and pressure this tower. Again, missing kills. Lina killing the Earth Spirit there. So it's a good start for Lina. She's sitting on 103 at the moment. She's doing pretty good in the last sets as well, using the... not got any levels on Fiery Soul at the moment, so she's not going to be right-clicking that much. Pudge getting a kill here with the Rot. The Rot, of course, going through while he is hexed on the Shadow Shaman. Shadow Shaman not really able to man-fight Pudge unless he's got his Serpent Wards, and of course he was down to 17 seconds, and I think he was low mana as well. Puck coming in here to soak up some experience on mid. Nope, he is going to... oh, yep, he's going to throw himself an orb, but it's not going to do a huge amount. Pudge just missing that hook there, the Puck getting just out of range. It's unfortunate for him. Really, the push lineup that you're looking at here, the Dire has got a much stronger push lineup with the Clink, so they should be looking to push towers as early as possible. Here comes the Epicenter. A little bit early cast there, maybe a little bit out of range for the Burrow Strike. Burrow Strike, as you can see, is pretty short range, and it is quite mana expensive as well, especially for a strength hero. On the top lane here, it looks like a Rolling Boulder coming in on the Lina here, and the Serpent Ward's coming out here, and that is going to be a dead line, unfortunately. Lina's still hanging about, but she doesn't have the mana, of course. As I said earlier, if she had a ring, not a ring, wand there, may have been able to do something about it. Pudge getting pushed back up here on the high ground, but it is going to be a kill there. Using the urn offensively, that is a nice amount of pure damage there. Let's see, what is the damage on that? It was 150 pure, which is equivalent probably to about a 200 damage nuke, which is pretty good in general, because obviously pure damage is not reduced by magic resist. Never has a 25% natural magic resist. Pudge is a little bit more, obviously, once it goes fleshy. As I said, they should be pressuring these towers, but it doesn't look like there's a great deal. There's a little bit of push here on the top lane, but they don't seem to be engaging on it. Using these Serpent Wards more for kills than for tower pushes. Mid tower is in a bit of a bad spot. Looks like Mirana should have no problem at all taking this down. She could be using her Starstorm here. She's got enough mana, and she should be using that. Picked up the Midnight Shadow as well. That should allow them some nice ganks. That should work quite well in conjunction with the Puck. He should be able to get nice, easy Dream Coils off. Speaking of Puck, he has managed to pick off the Sand King down there. It was 3 down bottom. So that's not bad. I'm sorry I'm missing so many kills here. I'm really just talking about other stuff. I apologise. Looking at gold difference is nothing, really. Experience difference, 500. It's nothing to be worried about at the moment. Lina managed to get the deny there. As I said, the Mirana should have been using Starstorm, pushing the wave, and getting that one. I think they are sensing that there is going to be some heroes here. Clink's managing to get caught out there and uses the dust there. It's going to be a dead Clinks. Oh, his Clinks could go down here. He looks like he is. Oh, Geomagnetic Crypt manages to save the Clinks there. It's a very nice play from the Ember Spirit. Pudge still going mad on this one, but he is going to go down to that Urn again. As I said, Urn used defensively, very, very good. And that Serpent Wars is going to be whack and dazzle. A little bad hook from the Pudge, might as well throw it. He's low health, and he's not got any Urn charges left, so he might as well be going back to base at the moment. He's still got a hook. He's got half decent mana, but it's not going to work out for him. There is a double damage rune here that he can use if need be. That Rot is doing quite a lot of damage to him as well, because he's not got any points in Flesh Heap. Once he does, of course, it is retroactive, so he gets 5 kills worth as well. Up on the top here, it looks like Lina is going to go ham on this tower. Still no points in Fiery Soul, looking to level the nukes first. Back down here, it looks like the Dire are going to use that Moonlight Shadow for a bit of an engagement here, as they've got a Dream Coil. No, they don't, but I've got the Silence, and they've got the Starstorm there. And that is going to be 1. And throwing the... ooh, is that going to save him? Is that going to save him? Is the Grave going to save him? It looks like it is. Puck is stuck in those trees, unfortunately. They're going to go for this Courier here. There should be no problem for Clinks to pick up. Oh, just 1 hit short of that one there. Pudge coming in for a Dismember here. He should be able to hook straight out of this as well. Hook. There we go. Doesn't even need to hook. Just a right click there with that double damage rune. And he's still got the hook here, he's still got the hook, and he's going to throw the hook. He is going to throw the hook, and he's going to catch that, but the arrow managing to stop Pudge from doing any huge amounts of damage there. Pudge is pretty low now, he's sitting on 200 health. The rot, obviously, you need to be careful with that one. His magic resistance is sitting at 29% as well. At the moment, it's a little bit higher, not a great deal. Flesh Heap obviously stacks up more later in the game. Shadow Shaman on mid here, he has almost got his Mass Serpent and he's got himself Blink Dagger. We'll have a look at the items really quick here, while it seems there's a little bit of a lull. Pudge has gone for the Phase Boots, fairly standard, fairly standard, fairly standard, and he's got Dusts as well, because he's looking to gank. The Sand King has picked himself up Arcane Boots. How much gold is he sitting on? It's probably going to be a Blink Dagger. He's only sitting on 77 at the moment. Not been doing that well. Looks like Lena, based on this, I would say she's going for Aghanim's Scepter. Obviously looking for the more nukey build rather than going for the right click. And everything else is fairly standard. Puck's going for Urn by the looks of things. Morana still not got her Phase Boots. Anyway, engagement. That's a nice double Light Strike array there, and that is going to be a dead Morana. And a dead Sand King as well. The Leap not managing to disjoint the Laguna Blade. So he managed to secure a kill there. Definitely worth using it for that purpose. If you're playing carry, of course, get the kills. But normally on Lena, you would use that as an engagement tool just at the start, try and scare them off a little bit. If, of course, you are trying to feed your carries, which is the sensible thing. They don't really have any proper carries besides, of course, the Lena, who seems to be going carry. The Pudge is doing alright, I suppose, as well. He's sitting at 6-1. 27 last hits. And that is a good turnaround there, but it's not enough. The tower damage, not scary enough for them at this stage. They do have the Grave, so it's no problem at all. And this is going to be a dead tower. And they managed to pick off the Puck there. I don't know what Puck was thinking about going in there, but that Pudge is going to die to those Serpent Wards there. Not really want to go and fight in those Serpent Wards. The Lena, once she gets some points in Fiery Soul, which she has now, she should be able to take these Serpent Wards fairly easily, using her Dragon Slave and things like that to get more right-click damage. And that is a shackle there on the Lena, and it looks like she might be in a bit of a bad spot, trying to throw the stun, but she doesn't have it. Oh, there we go, throwing the stun, managing to hit 3, but not quite soon enough. It's unfortunate, getting chain stunned there. Nice shackle there from the Shadow Shaman, using that Blink Dagger reasonably effectively so far. Puck's still nowhere near his Blink Dagger. His Blink Dagger is a fairly core item for Puck, so you can get in there with those Dream Coil silence combos. Give you a really nice engagement tool. Clinks is sitting about here, not pushing the wave at the moment. He's just waiting for last hits, which he's going to miss, unfortunately. Sometimes hard to do on Clinks before you get enough agility, because his attack animation is garbage. Absolutely garbage. It's very, very slow. Of course, agility hero is going to be getting lots of agility, so too bad for him. He's sitting on 3 agility. And the Pudka is coming in here. He does have dust, so this should not be a problem for him here. Throwing the Dismember first, of course, and then he should be able to get a hook in normally. But, oh, Shitdick managing to escape there. He got hit there by the big nuke there from, I think it was Lion through the nuke, was it? Yeah, it was Finger of Death. Finger of Death does more damage than Laguna Blade, but the cooldown is much more. See, that's 600 compared to 675, but that is a higher level. As you can see, level 2 of that for Lion does 725. Equalizes later on in the game. Lena does 1250, and Lion does 1025. It's a little bit more than Lena, but the cooldown is not quite as good. Managing to get a little bit of a tower push here. The Pudge is going up here, and he's throwing a Dismember along with the Urn there. A little bit more pure damage, and that is going to be a dead Earth Spirit. That's unfortunate for him. If the Pudge goes past the tower, it's not worth, really, contesting on your own versus 4, especially with so many stuns on their team as well. I'm just saying there with 2 stuns, plus the Shadow Shaman, the Dazzle does have a mini stun on this as well. Managing to catch a nice ward trap here on the Pudka, but it's not going to be enough. Managed to get picked off, and they should just be able to just kill these wards and protect the Pudge. Managed to cut himself out a little exit there. The ward's just going to cut the push a little bit. Double damage rune here up on the top, but no one's going to spot out because the Dire don't have any wards here. The Dazzle should be picking up some wards. Really, I would say they're good. They're doing pretty good actually at the moment. It's 18-8. At the moment in favour of kills, but kills aren't all that important, especially when you're up against some hard carries. I've seen this happen a few times where you just don't have the carry for late game, and if the game does go late. Looks like they are fairly content on going for this bottom tower here. They're not going to come and defend it too quickly. The Puck coming in here, but I don't know if they can defend this actually. Now I've got a significant lead. The Lion does not have his ult, the Lena doesn't have his ult, but I'm not sure if they're keeping track of their ults at the moment. Throwing a little bit of a orb here to try and slow them down. It's a nice arrow, but unfortunately I think she's going to pay for it here. There we go. And that was boom boom, dead. Double death. A little bit overzealous going past the tower when they knew there was 4 there, and even if they didn't know, then they're off the map. So, not worth doing. Better sitting behind the tower and trying to throw arrows and things like that to try and slow them down, if nothing else. The Mirana should be identifying that there is going to be a problem here on the Radiant side for late game carry. I mean, Lena is pretty good. She's got herself her Aghanims now as well, so her ultimate is going to be doing quite a lot. As you see, it's 925 for her ultimate now, and it's on a 60-second cooldown. It's not a bad cooldown, I guess, for an ultimate, but that is going to be able to pick off. Let me see, Shadow Shaman. You can kill the Shadow Shaman minus the thing, and minus the magic resistance. The Clinks is going to melt to that pretty easily. Puck is just going to straight up die to that pretty much. 1 or 2 right clicks and he will die. Air Spirit a little bit more tanky. And the Mirana, yeah, she's in a bit of a bad spot. Lena managing to pick up another kill here using the Laguna Blade on the Shadow Shaman. Like I said, just absolutely melting to that huge amounts of damage you can get from the Laguna Blade. One other thing with the Aghanims, Lena is pretty squishy and getting more. I mean, it's 200 health, 150 mana, and plus 10 to stats as well, so that does add up quite significantly when you're trying to survive as Lena. Personally, I like going for Bloodstone because then you can just spam the crap out of spells and then go for later game Aghanims. Maybe that doesn't work so well, I would say, but I'm up for the sustain, and earlier on you get the Bloodstone, and if you do well, then you're going to get more out of it. Pudka manning up here, but he's going to get Geomagnetic gripped out. And they're going to catch a stun here on the Earth Spirit, and Pudge manages to pick off Mirana there as well. Nicely played from them there. The Geomagnetic grip not quite enough to save them here. It's unfortunate. Courier just dropping off. Let me see, who's that dropping off? It was a Blink Dagger for the Sand King, I think. Puck is sitting in the side here. Still not got any money at all. Not getting nowhere near that Blink Dagger. Looks like he's going a bit more of a supporty build, a more utility build with the Arcane Boots and the Urn. Urn a little bit overzealous when you're a little bit behind, I guess. It's alright, I suppose, if you can get assist. Provided. Oh, nice hook there from the Pudge, just catching that at max range there. They don't have any dust, but it's still not going to make a big difference. He's picked up a cloak, so he does less damage to himself with the rot, and also the amount of magic damage you're dealing with on the dire side. It's definitely worth getting yourself at least a hood, or at least a cloak rather, and then maybe going into hood and pipe if your team needs it. Lena's got her ultimate again. She is sitting in base, sitting on 1400 gold at the moment. We'll have a look at the net worth. As you can see, Pudge is doing pretty damn well for himself at the moment. He's sitting on 1k, and he's got 4 staff that'll give him nice engagements. Using the bottle a little bit too quickly there, I think, and he's wasting a little bit of regen, but it's not going to be a huge deal at this stage. He's got the Urn gives him a little bit of mana regen as well, and the 4 staff gives him a little intelligence, which equals regen as well. A little bit of 4-man movements up here on the top. Looks like Radiant are going to go down here and try and push the bottom lane. As you can see, Lena can push waves pretty damn quickly. One way you can do Lena is actually using the Fiery Soul, go proper hard carry with her rather than going the nuke. You can pick yourself up things like a Desolator and Desolator, MKB, that sort of thing. And if you've got those, then you can just become an absolute right-clicking machine because you hit very, very fast without any attack speed items. Throwing the weave down there on the enemy team, and that is going to mean that their armor is significantly lower. As you can see, it just keeps ticking down, and that puts them at -7, -8, -9, and that puts their physical resistance at -26%. So it's 26% more damage that they would be taking. That takes it up to -15. That is a lot of minus armor. It's often overlooked ultimate for the Weaver, especially in the lower tiers, which I am a part of, so I can't judge very much. Puck throwing a little bit of escape here, just managing to get out there, but Goku-san managing to pick up another kill there, and that is a double kill for the Sand King, using a nice epicenter there. He's got himself his Blink Daggers, he's got the perfect initiation tools now, so he can blink in, channel epicenter, queue up the blink in, and then throw a Burrow Strike to keep them in that range and do more damage with it. Looks like Helm of Iron Will be going into a Veil, and that'll work pretty well with both the Lion and the Lina. Lion looks like he's going to be going 4 staff, I would guess, with that Ring of Regen. Buying the Naked Ring of Regen, pretty useless to be honest. It's 2 HP regen. You're better having that money in the bank to use for, I would say, wards, but there hasn't been much warding in this game. And that is unfortunately going to be a death. The Moonlight Shadow not managing to come in time there. It looks like the Earth Spirit has seemed to have a bit of a death wish this game, being a little bit overzealous. You can do that later on with Earth Spirit, but not just sitting on a poor man's shield and wand. Boots, not really a big deal. You've got your escape in the Rolling Boulder. But yeah, that's unfortunate. Pudge getting a little bit overexcited here. And the other advantage to Weave here is, of course, you get plus armor. And that is going to be a very dead Shadow Shaman. The ult managing to pick him off there very, very easily. The Staff of Wizardry and Null Talisman looks like to be a Dagon. Very, very greedy. But it seems to be working out for us so far. You would not be doing this really in much higher tier games, or if you're a little bit overconfident. Then it's sort of worth doing, but I don't really like the Dagon myself. I played Lina a reasonable amount. I think it's my highest win rate hero, actually. I tend to go for more right-click with it. If I'm playing hard carry, of course. But if not, then, you know. Aghanim's still very good pickup, and Boots Travel actually getting picked up before the Dagon. I would assume it's a Dagon because of the Null Talisman. It might actually be a 4-staff or Necrobook, but I think Necrobook is a little bit less manly than Lina is going to go for. Down here, the puck getting a little bit low, so teleporting back to base. And also to try and help defend from this push. It looks like they are going to go quite hard on this push. Long sustained pushes are quite difficult to deal with when you're against a Pudge, because if he gets a hook, then you're one man down straight off the bat, pulling them out of position. So it is quite dangerous. The Pudge is he's hanging about in a bit of a bad position. There we go. As I said, sustained, not going to work out for them there. The Shadow Shaman does not have his ult there as well to try and defend. They do manage to pick up the Pudge here, and it looks like they're going to pick up another 2 as well. Lion throwing his Finger of Death there, but it's not going to be enough. The Lina is... Oh, she's going to go down. That's a wicked 6 streak to the Clinks. It's 960. They should be able to counter push off this. Well, yeah, because they are going to have to go back. The Lion is he's playing a full support build, and it looks like he might actually go down here as well. Throwing the Remnants here as well to try and increase the duration on the ultimate there, but the stun manages to stop that chain. Lion pretty low mana. You could stop for a mana drain, but it's not going to be worth it at the moment. His best idea is just to absolutely book it and get out there as quickly as he possibly can. Dazzle's out of mana, he's not going to be able to grave himself here, which is unfortunate. Throwing a bit of Urn there, and turn around, they're going to get it. Yes, they are. The Earth Spirit Rolling Boulder not able to disjoint, and as I thought, the Sand King has picked himself up a Veil. That'll give him an even worse, even scarier initiation there with the Epicenter. There. So yes, down the bottom lane, Puck looks like he's going to try and push this bottom tower. It's pretty low now, it's on 160. I think that's just under the deny range as well, so something to bear in mind. They do have the siege creep, so if they don't push this, they will be able to deny this, but I think they might just be going straight up for the kill. And using the Laguna Blade just to make sure that the Sand King doesn't get any kills, well, any more kills. He's sitting on 7-3, 11 at the moment, so that's pretty good. So we'll have a look at KDA. KDA is 11-4, 10-3, 7-3. It's quite terrifying, really. The Shadow Shaman has done alright, but would have been better probably putting the Puck mid. It's a much more effective mid hero than the Shadow Shaman. It's nice getting the Serpent Wards up early, but they've not made good use out of it, to be honest. They've not been pushing towers. If they had, the story might be a bit different. The Gold Graph, seeing a 1200 wouldn't be anywhere near as bad in that case. Not microing the Serpents here, so that's going to be unfortunate. Getting the wave here, and he's going to be taking a lot more damage here. He's sitting on -3 at the moment. Armor. The Serpent Wards, he's been using them a little bit weakly. He's been using them defensively and offensively, not going for towers. You really should be saving them for towers. Play basically as a support with push. He's silenced here, unfortunately. The Orchid on the Clinks managing to pick him off, no problem at all. The Lina is coming in here, and oh, just the silence catching out there. A little bit too greedy. The Pudge managing to save the Lina there with a hook. It's nice to see Pudge is going for the defensive hooks, and Lina manages to pick him off there with the Laguna Blade there. She's she has got level 16, but she's not managed to skill into Laguna Blade yet. Looks like she's going for maybe stats. I'm not really sure exactly what's going to go on. I can't bother working out exactly what she's on there. Attributes level 1. There you go. She's got 1 level in attributes. Yeah. Yep, there we go. She's actually skilled up her Laguna Blade now as well. So Laguna Blade now does 1,250 damage. That's a huge amount. We'll have a look at the health pools of the enemy team. That is not very much. That is nothing. The puck will die immediately. That's going to be a one-shot on the puck whenever they need it. I don't think the Clinks is going to be sitting much better. He's only sitting on 1,000. So it's not looking good for them, to be honest. Mirana's still sitting on 758. I think even the Lion can one-shot at the moment. Just about. Very close to the one-shot there. Or maybe it is the one-shot. I'm not entirely sure. I can't be bothered working out the ratios there. And it looks like Clinks is coming in for a little bit of damage here on the Dazzle, using the Orchid to throw in a bit more damage and stop him from graving and things like that. Orchid is pretty much guaranteed to come out on any Clinks these days. Orchid is a good pickup, of course, because he's doing more damage. Ward Trap on the Pudge, so that should manage to secure the kill. No, we managed to force staff out, and the nice use of the Grave there. And that is 2 kills there using the big scary ultimates. There, one for Lion and one for Luna there as well. As I said, pretty much guaranteed kills, especially on the puck. The puck is just incredibly squishy, and Luna is too. So that is unfortunate for them. Still not getting these Serpent Wars down. That's a nice amount of gold you get off them. It's 38 you get per varying, looks like. But yeah, it's a nice bit of gold. It's Shadow Shaman's probably fed them quite a lot of gold. We'll have a look at the last hits, I think. We'll count. The Shadow Shaman is sitting on 111 last hits. It looks like he's been using Serpent Wards, probably will account for quite a lot of that. Plus the Ether Shock is pretty good for counter pushing. But it's not done him a great deal here. He's sitting on 673, which is, it's okay for a Shadow Shaman, I guess, but he is the mid. He soaked up a lot of experience that the puck could otherwise have used, and his puck is sitting on 174. That might just be from the experience deficit and things like that. She was sitting on the top lane, I believe. Yes, and as I said before, absolute one shot on the Mirana, which is unfortunate for them. The cooldown is still pretty long. The Lion, if he gets himself the Scepter cooldown, that is only 20 seconds on that, so that is the advantage for that. Clinks is not coming out of Invis here, a little bit scared maybe of the stun, but it looks like Lena may go down here as well, just managing to escape the Fiery Soul. Not giving her any movement speed just there, but the Boots Travel is, and she's picked up Dagon. As I said, she's going for the greedy Dagon build. So if you add those numbers together, if she gets a Dagon 3, that's 600 plus 1250. That is terrifying. That's a huge amount of damage coming in there. It's almost 2k. You're going to be able to kill pretty much anyone, and yep, and it can kill anyone on the team with that combo. And then, of course, the Lion as well. It's another pick-off. It's just really not looking good for the Dire team here. The gold gain is huge. It's 15,000 in favour of the Radiant, and it's been fairly steady, as you can see, from the 15-minute mark when everyone all got their level 6s and things like that. Putka not catching out the Pud here, but oh, he's going to throw a hook just shy there. The puck just managing to get out. I'm surprised I didn't see him earlier, actually, there. It must have been slightly blocked. Looks like they're going to go for a concerted push here on the bottom racks here. Looks like Shadow Shaman is going to go down here. The Hex managing to catch him out. Using the Moonlight Shadow defensively there, but that's a lot of damage coming on the Earth Spirit. The Arrow going to whiff there as well, and Pudge not managing to pick up someone there. Or did he? I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure if that was the Shadow Shaman's death or not. Using the Moonlight Shadow, it's not going to be enough. They have dusted, but it's not going to help them. Sorry, Radiant have dusted there, but it's not going to catch them out. And I don't think they can defend this, actually, and as I said, Lena absolutely destroying there. She's got a Dagon 3, she's going to be picking up a Dagon 4 just now as well. She's got a Boots Travel, so she can counter push. It's a terrifying build, to be honest, on the Lena. Let me see, who's it that sent this one in? Yeah, they're asking for fast finish here. They don't have a carry, but the Lena he's actually right-clicking fairly large amounts just now as well. The Dagon giving 9 damage and plus 17 intelligence and plus 3 all attributes as well, so that really adds up. She's sitting on over 100, 110 now as well, so that's a lot of damage. And again, not going to work out well for them there. And the Blink Dagger initiation there. The Pudge is going to manage to pick him up there. It's stopping that shackle on the Sand King. And this is just going to be a case of fountain diving now, I think. I don't think they're going to let it fly this easily. The Pudge has got a hook in 1 second, manages to get the hook, and that's 360 pure damage. I think it's 360, yes, 360 pure damage on the Pudge hook. So pretty nice for him. The Clink's just narrowly escaping. You might want to pick up a... If they're going to fountain dive, they might as well pick up a gem, to be honest. Just in case the... excuse me. Clinks manages to escape. That was a nice blind hook. Not sure if he knew he actually caught someone there, but the Clinks is in a dangerous position again, and the arrow is going to fly nowhere. That's unfortunate. The orb going to come out and hit Pudge very slightly, but it's not going to be much. No epicenter there. She has got the blink dagger if need be. Probably better blinking in, but not doing it at that stage. As I said, they don't look like they're going quite for the fast finish here. They're going to enjoy themselves and really make the most of their victory. They're going back to base here, and she's got herself Dagon 4 and Dagon 5 very, very shortly. She is going to wait for this one by the looks of things. She's got Dagon 5. Yep, there we go. Dagon 5, most expensive item in the game, sitting with the Aghanims and the Boots Travel at 32 minutes. Well, GPM is 14,000 on the Lina, and that is pretty much almost the same as the Clinks and the Shadow Shaman. Shadow Shaman, the farm on Shadow Shaman does not go very far, to be honest. Just managing to miss on that ultimate there, using the Yule Scepter. That's the fella. Using the Yule Scepter to evade that one. But it's still not going to do much help, he still dies. They could have been doing cloaks this game. I mean, with such a heavy lineup here, it looks like they could get a couple of kills here, but the Sand King is silenced, but he is graved. Probably going to throw a stun here just before he dies. Nope. Going to just get out here, play a little bit more safe. The Pudge is taking quite a lot of damage here from the ult. But of course, he's got 25 stacks of Flesh Heat. That is a huge amount. He's sitting on 53% magical resistance in conjunction with that Hooded Defiance, and that's a lot of strength coming out of there. 63 bonus strength. You're not going to get that on any item, really. So it's quite nice. They're going to go for this Rax here as well, just to make sure of their victory. That's 4 deaths, and they're not going to be able to come out here. The puck is going to come in, but Lina is 27 seconds away from her ultimate. Lion's 37, but he doesn't have the mana for it at the moment, but I'm sure he will. Sand King has got his ult, but he's not got the mana for it at the moment. And Puck is going to come in. She's going to try and man mode, but it's not going to work out for them. Using the tools there, but no, that's it. The Dagon, she doesn't even need her ult, using the Dagon 5 there, that's another 800 damage, so if you have a look there, it's 2,050 damage. That will kill pretty much it. Even late game, that will kill most people. As you see, just one shot the Morana there. Very nice play from the Lina. Pretty greedy, but it worked out for her. The circlets, I still don't agree with the circlets at the start, to be honest, but it obviously worked for her. I wouldn't go circlets myself, I'd go for the magic wand, but I am a little bit of a... I usually play a little bit more safe with Lina, to be honest. Start off with a support build, and if I get a few kills, then I will transition to semi-carry. I won't go full carry usually, but semi-carry works out pretty well. Looks like the Shallow Grave is going to manage to stop this one. Luna is low mana, but is she going to pick up this kill? Looks like she is going to. The bottle not managing to regen up enough there. And the Earth Spirit going down again. He has not been having a good game here. If we have a look at the KDA, he's sitting on 0-14-6. He's really not had fun this match. He was up against that Opa Lina for most of the match, sitting on 3,500 gold. What you're going to pick up now? What interesting item. Just a Naked Mystic Staff at the moment. Probably going to go for a Sheep Stick, I would guess. Just for that extra mana. Calling the GG here from the Lina, rather. It's not going to... Yeah, it's not really up for question whether it's GG at this point. They're just enjoying themselves and fountain farming. The Pudge getting pushed into the fountain, but he is on a lot of strength. He's sitting with 3,500 health, and that is without a heart as well. So that's a lot of health, plus obviously the magic resistance, and physical is 31% as well. And there we go. And that was very well played. The Lina pick was pretty effective along with the Lion against such squishy heroes. There's no real tanks on their team. The Earth Spirit could get a little bit tanky later on in the game, but he didn't end up doing that. I should pause this and have a little chat at the end here. Okay, so as you've seen, the Pudge did pretty dang well. He picked up a gem at the end, and he had Boots Travel and the Aghanims. The Aghanims is pretty good on Pudge for the sustain, and obviously the attributes. He wasn't needing the attributes at that time, but still, there's not much you can build later game Pudge apart from Heart and Blade Mail and things like that. Sun King Boots Travel as well. They had the option for the Rat Dota with all the Boots Travels on their team as well. Lina obviously 21, 4, and 12. Not much gold per minute, but the experience per minute is really what counts on Lina. I would say the Earth Spirit, Earth Feeder is didn't have a very good game. Second 0-14-6. Clink's passable, I guess. He should have been using his sneakiness to go and push towers. He really didn't do that very well. The Shadow Shaman, a couple of questionable plays on dropping the Serpent Wards, and it didn't really work out for him, using them more for kill tools. I think he's a little bit greedy going mid there as well. He shouldn't put the puck mid there. Dazzle sitting on 9-0-14. I think there was a lot of times he's managed to save the rest of his teammate. But yes, anyway, that is enough from me. That's enough from me waffling on. Yes, I am Zizin Dota. Feel free to subscribe if you like my style. I'll be putting out these every day, every second day, something like that. I'm going to continue this Reddit replay cast. I'm also going to do a few of my own. But yes, follow me like on Twitch and like me as well if you enjoy. And I shall see you next time.